Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're talking Nico Rosberg, Brittany himself. Was he a great F1 champion? We're going to delve into his career, and obviously his highlight was winning the 2016 F1 title. Let's jump into it. So Nico Rosberg obviously won the F2, well it was GP2 back then. He won the GP2 title with ART and got the promotion to Formula 1. He drove for Williams between 2006 to 2010 and then drove for Mercedes 2010 to 2016. His highlight being his F1 title in 2016, and then shocked the world as he announced his retirement 5 days later. But his F1 career started at Williams. He had good teammates at Williams, the likes of Mark Webber and Alexander Wurz and Kazuki Nakajima. And then when he got to Mercedes, he had to go up against the great Michael Schumacher, followed by Lewis Hamilton. So he didn't have easy teammates, Nico Rosberg. But obviously his first race at Williams was a great race as he scored points and got the fastest lap. And that is some statement when driving for the historic Williams team. Not a bad first team to go into, Williams, the great Williams, but now who are not very good at all. And then a big highlight was Australia, 2008. Lewis Hamilton won the race. Rosberg got a podium. It was great to see them celebrate together, but they later became arch enemies. They raced each other in go-karts. Yeah, that was a good embrace. And then his second podium came at the controversial Singapore crash gate, where Renault basically told Piquet to crash the car on purpose to help Alonso win the race. So, yeah, that was a controversial race to say the least. And then 2009, he was partnered by Nakajima. But yeah, the Williams car was quite unreliable for him. But then he got the big move to Mercedes brand. Mercedes, big German brand, get a German driver. They went for 2 German drivers as they managed to get Michael Schumacher to come out of retirement. They signed Nico Rosberg, all German lineup. But Nico actually comfortably beat Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher was on the decline and he should have never really came back from his retirement because it didn't go well for Michael. But Rosberg regularly beat a 7-time champion. There's no two ways about it. He comfortably was ahead of Schumacher. Schumacher he looked a shadow of his former self. He used to make so many clumsy mistakes that he would never make in his prime. But his breakthrough at Mercedes came at the Chinese Grand Prix as he took pole position and won the race. The Mercedes was very fast, over 1 lap, and Nico put it on pole and won the Grand Prix. It was a dominant display. That first win, a lot of emotion. His last win came at the Japanese Grand Prix. But a big turning point. Mercedes were very good, but they were quite bad on tyres, especially 2013. Obviously, Schumacher retired, Hamilton came in. The arch enemies starts after they were really good friends and then they turned into big rivals. And 2014 is when Mercedes really started to dominate in the hybrid era. Lewis Hamilton won the title in 2014. 2015 was when, Rosberg, that was the famous Capgate where he made a mistake at US. There were some spicy moments between these two. Nico going off at Monaco and Hamilton basically saying, that was very good of him. Very good indeed. There were some spicy moments. Spa, Hungary, where Hamilton didn't obey team orders. Then Rosberg next race gave him a puncture on purpose. It was spicy. We miss rivalry like that. It was really good. The famous one at Spain where they took each other out. Just epic moments. Yeah, Rosberg. To be to give him his credit, up against Lewis Hamilton, he did hold his own. He gave Lewis Hamilton a race. Like, Lewis wasn't winning all the time by like 20 seconds. Rosberg, he was quite good in qualifying, and he was keeping Lewis on his toes. He was exceptional around Monaco. Really good around Monaco. Nico Rosberg's stats: 23 wins, 57 podiums, 30 poles, and 20 fastest laps. And obviously won the title in 2016. He then later announced his retirement from F1 5 days later. So, what do you think about Nico Rosberg? Is he a great champion, or is he a one-season wonder, as people like to call him? He won that title, he realised he was never going to beat Lewis again, so he jumped. He lived a childhood dream. His father was an F1 champion, Keke Rosberg, and then Nico won the championship. If he only wanted to get one world title, then he's achieved his dream. He's gone on to be a Sky F1 pundit, obviously spending a lot of time with his family as he has 2 young kids. Sky Sports F1 pundit, and he's a lot like Vettel, all this entrepreneur about saving the world, climate change and all this. Yeah, and he's got his own like racing team as well. The one where what's it called? Off-roading. Yeah. So, comment down below your thoughts. What do you think of Brittany Rosberg? I think he was a good driver. He was a good, solid driver. I think he looked into an F1 title, if I'm honest. He kept Lewis on his toes, but Lewis, his engine went bang at Malaysia. He was like 23 seconds in the lead. I mean, we're talking if, buts, maybes. But, yeah. And then, basically, after Japan, where he got his last win, he just followed Lewis home. He knew he only had to be second. And, yeah, a really brave move at Abu Dhabi. This is a critical move. He had to get past Max. Yeah, he achieved the dream, and then the famous, we did it, nappy. Yeah, and that thing he used to always do, the little, he had some strange, the podium was the worst, where he used to hold the trophy. Do that thing. Oh my god. Comment down below your thoughts on Brittany Rosberg. A very good driver, and he achieved a dream. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts. Was he a one-season wonder?